Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of the Teach Thailand podcast, where we bring you all sorts of insight from our staff, our teachers, and our students here in Thailand. And today I am joined by Andrew, who is our new recruitment.
Hello, lovely to meet you.
Thank you so much
Glad
for
to be
coming.
here.
Absolute pleasure, honestly. So, you've got quite an interesting story. So, I'm going to ask you all about that first. So, can you tell me a little bit about kind of what you were doing before coming to Thailand, how you ended up out here?
Okay, it's quite a story. So before I came to Thailand, before I even started teaching at Sine, I was in car sales. I had gained the most sales in the UK. So my company had asked me, what did I want? I thought, what could I do? Obviously, you love going on holiday. When
Mhm.
you're in the UK, the
Yeah.
best thing about,
Please let me go on holiday.
just getting anywhere else, to get
Yeah.
away from the weather, and you just want a bit of sun
Mhm.
and peace and quiet away from the busy lifestyle. So yeah, I said I'd love to go to Thailand. Never been,
Mm.
always wanted to go, but just thought this is a chance. It's free.
Let me go.
It's so far away that,
Mhm.
I usually go to the likes of Spain, the common areas
Yeah.
that people from the UK would go to. So yeah, I thought, let's go to Thailand. Didn't know anything about it. So four of us went. We had a villa in Phuket.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're there around a week. Didn't have a clue what we were doing. We were paying 1,000 baht for a taxi
Yeah.
for 5 minutes,
Yeah. We've all been there. Yeah.
until 1 week later, I met a girl
Mhm.
who is now my wife.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So yes, I met a girl. She's called Jalen, who's now my wife.
Yeah. So you've come on holiday, you've fallen in love, you've
Yeah.
gone back to the UK, and then obviously you're looking to come out to Thailand full time, and that's when you first, right?
Yes, yeah, that's correct. So back and forth from Thailand, absolutely loved it.
Mhm.
Absolutely loved it. My wife came back to stay with me, and then I thought, okay, we decided that I really wanted to go for Thailand
Yeah.
because the culture, the food, the people, everything
Mhm.
about it. So yeah, I was thinking, how do I get to Thailand? How can I stay here?
Mhm.
So this is where I came across. I went and done my TEFL
Yeah.
just to, I know Sine doesn't require TEFL, but just to increase my chances of securing a
Mhm.
job. I was just scrolling on a Jarn and I
Yeah.
seen Sine and thought, flip, this seems like a good opportunity. Applied, and yeah, I didn't hear anything back.
Mhm.
And I no,
Classic. A classic.
but this is on me,
Yeah.
not from
Yeah.
Sign. So I checked maybe 30 days later because I constantly checking my inbox. And I say, no, Sign replied to me very quickly.
Yeah.
So I
We're
got back.
always in the drafts.
Yeah, in the junk,
Yeah, the junk.
in the
Yeah.
junk email.
Yeah.
So I got back to them. Oh, I apologize, and then next minute, a
Mhm.
few days later, I received an offer. So yeah, perfect. And I was actually living in Thailand, so it
Mhm.
was quite risky. But they had a school 10 minutes, Wachiratam Satit,
Lovely.
which is where I taught
Mhm.
for a year. So yeah, I accepted the offer. Started in May last year. Done
Yeah.
a full year with Sign. Absolutely loved it. And then yeah,
Here we are.
here we are.
Yeah. So very recently, literally 2 weeks ago, you have just started as our new recruitment manager,
Yes,
haven't you?
new recruitment.
Yeah.
And
How have you been
it's-
finding it so far?
yeah, absolutely love it. Especially you with all your help and guidance. No, but it's totally different
Mm.
from teaching, of course.
Yeah.
There's a lot of information. Obviously, I'm
Mhm.
new to the role. You go in and it's quite daunting
Yeah.
because there's
A lot. Mhm.
million spreadsheets.
Yeah.
A lot of information being thrown at you.
Mhm.
But no, absolutely loving it at the minute. I just really enjoyed getting to even interview and speak to people, all types of people all over the world. And yeah, it's fascinating. The management team are
Mhm.
very friendly as well. Obviously, haven't been in an office in a while.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
without in the classroom. So yeah, it's a very different environment, but
Mhm.
it's a very welcoming and friendly environment, which is
Yeah.
massive bonus. It helps walking in and everyone's friendly and welcoming.
Most definitely. And I like to think that that kind of atmosphere then trickles down into the schools and into our teachers and stuff, because there is that kind of management that we're all really, we're all friends. We have really good connections with each other. Everyone, both the Thai and the Western staff that work in our office, we're all kind of nice to each other. We have good relationships. We support each other, which ends up making a really nice environment, I think.
Yeah,
Right. But
definitely.
You're right. It is a lot to learn. It is a lot to kind of do in terms of recruitment manager, because I think often people picture that we have this huge recruitment team. It's more of a kind of a couple of people
Yeah,
helping out, right? So you do have quite a lot of responsibility. But I like what you said there in terms of one of the best parts of it is talking to people, isn't
yeah,
it? It's chatting to people, it's making connections. You meet and talk to people from all over the world, from all of these different backgrounds, right? And you've been interviewing, of course. It's, you got straight in there and
straight
started
in.
interviewing. Yeah. So even though you've only done a few interviews so far, what are you looking for when you're interviewing candidates? What are you kind of assessing? What are you looking for when you're speaking to people?
Okay, number one, I always like someone who comes looking professionally,
Hmm. Yeah.
and it's not outside or
Yeah. Wandering around in a
wandering
shop and
around
stuff like
on their
that.
phone, and just a nice and calm setting. And then in terms of the person, high energy,
Hmm.
very enthusiastic, very kind, welcoming. We in Sign, it's not too much. We don't worry about the experience.
Yeah.
It's the character of the person, their charisma, their
Hmm.
enthusiasm, yeah, just all them kinds of.
Yeah, I like that you mentioned the experience there, because it's something that we get quite a lot of questions about. Is people will say, does the salary change based on experience? Or, or people will come and say, I didn't think I could do this because I have no experience, when actually
Yeah,
we kind of have some preference for
yeah,
little to no experience, because it means that you are going to come here and learn Thai system, the Thai education system, the Thai way of working, and how to be a teacher here. We actually find that people who have 10, 15, 20 years of experience in their home country teaching actually struggle a little bit more
yeah,
to adapt, because the education system here is quite significantly
yeah,
different, and the way that you teach is
yeah,
different. It is, yeah, it is a different thing. So really, like you said, we're looking for attitude, we're looking for
yeah,
personality. Are you high energy? Are you fun? Are you going to command the classroom? But also, do you understand what you're signing up for?
yeah,
This
100%.
isn't a paid holiday. This is still, you're going to work. Also, are you grateful for it and understand
Yeah,
that this is a great opportunity?
100%. You really have to be grateful for it because it's a unique experience. If you have
100%.
the opportunity to do this, you need to be really grateful. It's not just not taken for granted. It will
Absolutely.
give you the best experience of your life. And yeah, just to meet the kids in the school and all the activities you
Mm.
experience, you get a real insight to Thai culture
Yes,
when you're in the
absolutely.
school with the Thai staff. That it's all Thai kids, so it's an amazing experience. So, and the other thing I look for in interviews, I know we've all been teachers,
Mhm.
which
Yep.
is important to mention. Um, I always picture them being in front of
Yes.
the
Yeah.
kids. You can tell, if someone's going to be what they're going to be like with the kids. Are they going to be engaging? They're going to be fun, have a positive attitude, as you mentioned. So yeah, a lot of characteristics I picture.
Mhm.
A person standing in front of the classroom teaching. You
Yeah.
have to think
Are they
of
gonna be,
them.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, definitely. I think that's a really, really good point to make, because it's true. It's not quite as easy as kind of, say if you're a teacher in the US, you spend a lot of your time teaching from kind of next to your desk, standing behind your desk, you're addressing a class of 20 to
yeah,
30 kids. They all understand the language you're speaking, it's a very different
yeah,
atmosphere here. It's 40 kids, and maybe only 10 of them have really good
yeah,
proficiency and can fully follow everything that you're saying.
yeah,
So you're really having to think about everything you do. Am I, using my gestures
yeah.
properly? Am I doing the, everyone
Of
together,
course.
all of that? Are you speaking slowly? Is your cadence understandable, but you're not speaking like robotic and boring? A lot of us Westerners, we speak really, really quickly. So it's something we have to kind of speak to our teachers about.
Slow down.
Slow down,
Of course.
but still need to speak properly. You still need to enunciate everything how it should be, because if you're talking super, super slow, well, then that's not how a native English speaker
Yeah,
speaks either. So yeah, you're really looking at the whole person and thinking, okay, I know what it's like to be in the classroom. So you can then put them there and
yeah.
see if that's right for them.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
exactly it.
it is, isn't it? That's what's important, is
Yeah,
how are they going to be in the classroom? How are they going to build rapport with those
yeah,
students and their fellow teachers, right? All right. So The one thing I wanted to touch on quickly before we kind of wrap this up is the recruitment process. So obviously there's a couple of ways to apply to us, but everything, whether you apply on a John, on Indeed, whether you find us on TikTok and go through the links in our bios, whether you just come straight to our website, all of those applications end up in the same inbox, your inbox.
That's
right?
exactly correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when you receive an application and it comes through, what's the first thing that you're going to look at? What's the first thing that...
Okay, we will ask for documents firstly. So
Yep.
before we proceed any further, they'll ask for passport,
Mhm.
bachelor's degree. Obviously, we need a photo image of the person. We do ask for transcripts
Mhm.
as well. And I'll say, yeah, passport. So just make sure all the documents are correct and verified.
Yeah.
And then we will progress to the next stage.
Yeah, exactly that. And I think something that we often run into, which is really unfortunate, is every single person who applies to us, every single person, if they are eligible, they will be sent that document request email. Absolutely every single person. However, half of the time it ends up in a spam or a junk, so people think we've not contacted them. We have, I promise you. Promise. So if you apply to us, monitor your inbox as
Yeah.
well as your spam and your junk, please, because that document request is going to be in there, isn't it?
And then after
Yes,
the
yes.
document request, it'll ask you 4 questions,
Mhm.
which is very, very important
Yes,
because it
yes.
gives us all the information that we need to know. Are you in Thailand?
Mhm.
Where do you want to work?
Yeah.
Etc. So yeah, them 4 questions are
Yeah,
very vital for
very
us, for
much so.
information, for job placements, etc.
Yeah, most definitely. I think it can be quite difficult. You know, we're getting a lot of applications. Sometimes we're getting a lot, especially during peak seasons. So we need to know, number one, really, is when do you want to start?
Yeah.
Because that's really important to us. Because if you're looking to start, you know, say you've applied in May 2026, you've put your application in now, but you don't want to join till May 2027. Well, if we interview you now, there's a 12 whole months in
Yeah.
between now and you starting. So we tend to try and interview people who are looking to start within the next
Yeah.
kind of 3 months.
Exactly.
Right? The one thing I want to kind of really pass the message of is that we respond to everyone.
Yeah. Absolutely everyone.
Absolutely everyone.
Don't leave
Yeah.
anyone, no
No,
matter what.
no.
Even if you're not a
Yeah.
native English speaker
We will
or you're
still reach out.
unsuccessful,
Yeah.
we will always let you know because even recently you get a lot of emails back saying, thank you for letting me know,
Yeah.
but I will try in the future. I like to let people know so they're not waiting.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something we really try and push for all the time, is being as transparent as we possibly can. We explain, you know, why our requirements are the way that they are, why our process is the way that it is. We really aim for transparency. So yeah, if you apply to us and you're from a country we can't hire from, we'll still get back. If you
Yeah.
have no degree, we'll still get back to you. We'll suggest some alternatives for both of those kind of eventualities. We
Yeah.
will absolutely
Definitely.
respond to everyone. So my last question to wrap this up, and I ask this to absolutely
Okay.
everyone that joins our podcast, is: do you have a piece of advice for someone who is thinking about moving to teach in Thailand, whether that's with Sine, anyone else, but some advice for moving to teach here in Thailand?
Yeah, if you're thinking about it, if you're not sure, oh, I don't know where to go, and you've got the opportunity, you know, obviously if you're thinking about it and you can do it, I would highly recommend you just to go and do it. I know for myself, I find it very hard. For example, I had a visa for Australia
Mm,
at one stage and my friend backed out. So I didn't want to go by myself because I know many people coming
mhm.
are coming
Alone, yeah.
alone, and it's hard. But you, as I say, you should just go for it. You will not regret the experience. And the worst that can happen is you can
Just
go
go
home.
home.
But 99% of people really experience it's once in a lifetime. And if you have that opportunity now, it may not come up later in
Mhm.
life. I would definitely take it. When you come to Thailand, there's a wide support network. Like Sine is absolutely amazing. You have the FTA team for
Yeah.
your fees. You've got your CEOs in the school, your area program
Mhm.
managers, us, the management team.
Yeah.
Just absolutely a lot of support. So you're never alone. And the main thing is everyone else is going to be coming alone. For example, we never place you in a school by yourself.
Yep.
There always going to be a community of teachers, whether it's 1, 2, 3 more teachers in the
Mhm.
school. You're always going to have a community. So I wouldn't worry about coming alone. I would just do it. And once you're here, you will never regret it.
No,
I
truly,
hope.
truly. But
Yeah.
it's one of those that I think, especially with us, is we can cater to all kinds of wants, right? If you want to come here for one term because you want the experience, awesome, that's fine. We can do
Perfect.
that. If you want to come here for the rest of your life, we can do that too. And every single thing in between, right?
Exactly it.
What experience you want, we want to help find that for you.
Exactly it.
If you watched any of our other podcasts or listened to any of the others, and I was joined by Jason, our program manager, Lee, our APM, they've got similar stories to you, Andrew, where they came out here just wasn't really sure what was going to happen. They came out for whatever reason. You never know you're going to end up being here. I didn't think I'd be in this position. You didn't think you'd be in
Exactly
this
it.
position, but we're both here. So that means that those kind of opportunities are open for you as well. Thailand really is the land of
Definitely.
opportunity.
And the land to smile.
And truly the land of smiles. It is a really beautiful country. So thank you so much for joining today, Andrew. I
Thanks
really
for having me.
appreciate it, of course. Anyone who's watching, if you happen to apply, this is the face
Hello.
that you will be speaking to. So make sure to mention that you have watched our podcast here today. If you want to tune in on any of the other podcasts that we have posted, they are all available on both Spotify and YouTube. You can tune in every other week to our podcasts, where I will be joined by head office staff, teachers, and students, both here in our studio and on location. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, put in your applications and monitor your junk. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.